Hi, Gregor, my dear cousin. It's been so long since we saw each other. I'm so delighted to meet with you today. I thought maybe I would never see you again. Because of my illness.
Oh, Ivan, don't be silly. You are just slightly infected and will definitely recover from it.
Well, I also hope so. Both of us have changed a lot since we last saw each other. What's new with you, Gregor? How did you become a cockroach?
I don't know why either, Ivan. One day I wake up, I just found myself as a cockroach. You can't imagine what I have gone through these days. At first, nobody could understand me or even hear my voice, but I kept practicing speaking. Well, I'm a unique cockroach now, one that can speak.
Poor you. How is your family now? I know that you were paying your father's debit before.
Yes, since I started working, all the money I earned was given to my family, but now they think of me as a burden since I became a cockroach.
A burden? How can they think of you as a burden? You are their son and brother.
You are a nice person, Ivan. I never thought they could kick me out for what I have done for the family, but they did. Now in their eyes, I'm only a useless and ugly cockroach.
Don't say that, my dear cousin. You are still yourself no matter what you look like.
There was a time that I felt so depressed. I don't understand how they could abandon me like I'm dead to them. They never considered how they can help me to change back to a person. They only wish me to hide from all the people and not to embarrass the family. Ivan, I start to doubt myself now. Why could I so stupid and treat them so nicely? I used to be a traveling salesman because I wanted to help my family to make ends meet. You know, being a traveling salesman is not what I like or what I long for. I just wanted to earn some money and help my family. I managed not to be sick for 5 years. 5 years, Ivan. I was too afraid that I would lose my job if I ever became sick because of the mean chief clerk.
I'm so sorry for you, Gregor. If you had the chance, would you live a different life?
Of course, I would choose a different life, Ivan. Right now, I have clearly felt their coldness. Perhaps I was wrong too. I shouldn't have let my family situation affect my life choice. Helping to pay back father's debt is a son's responsibility because he was the one who raised me. But I should have found a job that I enjoy and where I can make friends. I should have kept a small part of my salary instead of giving it all to my father. You see, now I'm a friendless cockroach. No one comes to visit me or help me. If I had friends, I would still have a place to go rather than be homeless.
Gregor, don't be so sad. You still have me. But actually, I'm no better than you. I was abandoned by my family and the so-called friends as well. I never expected that I would live in such a lonely life one day. It seemed that I had everything. I had a harmonious family, a decent profession, and a large circle of middle-class friends. What more can a man ask for? But actually, I am miserable. I didn't marry for love. My friends are pretentious. So in a way, I am grateful for this illness. If it didn't happen, I may have continued to live an unhappy life.
What do you mean by unhappy life? You are a judge. You are always surrounded by people. You married the proper wife and have a son and daughter. I don't even have a girlfriend. Especially I'm a cockroach now. I can only fantasize about the woman from the magazines.
Yes, Gregor. What I used to own may be the things you are pursuing. I also thought those things were what I longed for. I went to a law school as my father expected. I have a decent job so that I am welcomed by my family, unlike my little brother who works in the railway station. I even got a promotion. I went to the parties with my family from time to time. It seemed like I had made every proper decision in my life. But when I looked back, feel regretful. A few years ago, I realized my marriage is not blessed. Neither Praskovia nor I are fully devoted in the marriage. All we did was complaining and arguing. At first, I tried to reason with her, but then I gave up. I devoted myself into work and didn't care about our family. It was a huge mistake.
Why did you argue with Praskovia so often? You married her because you love her, right?
Not at all. She was sweet, pretty, and well-connected. When I married her, I also convinced myself that even you love Praskovia, she is the right one for you. However, I can't keep lying to myself. Although I don't want to admit, I married her because of social pressure. People in my circle thought it would be a perfect match. Then I got married. If at that moment I didn't let myself follow others' opinion, maybe I will find my true love who really understands me. Maybe I wouldn't be so lonely at this moment. Maybe my life will be totally different.
If you really are tired of this marriage, why don't you just talk to your wife and move on?
I'm a coward. I don't have the courage to leave the family. I don't know how to face the gossip in the society. When I am different from others, I feel abandoned by this society.
Do you remember Mrs. Elveston, the lady who married the sheriff before?
Oh, how can I forget about her? She is extremely brave. She can't stand being alone at home. Then she left home with very little of her belongings, just some necessities to follow the love of her life.
Yes, I believe Mrs. Elveston is also afraid of others' gossip. She could have chosen to live with the sheriff, just like before, and not to be judged by other people. But she didn't want to live with regret. The question is, follow your heart or follow others' steps?